changed with the defensive line at all since Jermaine went down, and how have you guys had to kind of adapt ever since that happened?
We just had to just be ready to go. Everybody, every position, just represent him. Like we're a representation of Jermaine, so we're just playing every day as if he was there. So and keeping him involved in every film study and just make sure he still feels loved. So
when you lose a guy like that on the field, what kind of impact does that have, and what kind of pressure does it put on guys like you or Shannon to kind of have to fill a gap when a guy gets hurt?
I wouldn't say it was like pressure. I think it's more of just making sure that we can step into his shoes of what he did. So I just think ultimately just be accountable for what we have to do every play. So.
And how have you seen guys like Omar step up since, Jermaine got hurt? What have you seen from him?
Omar has made incredible leaps. Just he's so quick that like you can't really, the whole lineman can barely stay in front of him sometimes. That he's powerful. He can use power. He's just an all-around good player. So.
Last time we talked to y'all, Michael was talking about how you guys are trying to make Coach Rod's techniques and philosophies your own. Yeah. Do you feel like you guys have done that over the past 2 or 3 weeks?
I think we've adapted to it more, and there's still more we can do. Just fundamentally, every day, just come out, hit the sleds, hit our power steps, and just do it every day. So,
I think last week, Jervez had said that Coach Rod was the best defensive line coach he had worked with in his career, even dating back to when he was at LSU. What makes Coach Rod so special, and what does he do differently than other defensive line coaches that makes you guys all praise him so highly?
He just cares about us. He just wants everyone to succeed, even if you're from the starter to fourth string. Like he treats everybody the same. Everybody's equal. I just think just the respect in the room that he holds to everybody, it rubs off for everybody else. And I don't know, it's just his mojo, his personality, the way what he talks about makes sense, and we can actually understand what he's saying rather than just do what we used to do in the past. So,
how have you specifically improved by working under him?
Just my hands, my feet, having a base, just being mentally able to push through things when things do get tough. So.
What does Coach Joe Connolly bring to this team?
He brings energy, passion. Just when we're in the weight room, it's just all about getting faster, stronger, and when we're out there in our stretch lines, he gets us fired up before anything. So I just think he just brings that juice for us. We're getting ready for practice, for games, for our mental, just all that kind of stuff.
And how has he helped you personally, physically over the past couple of years since he's been here?
He's helped me just mentally focus and sharpen in when things do get tough. I mean, when we're running the stadiums and just even though when I feel like giving up, just keep going, just keep moving, just keep pushing through it. When I'm squatting, when I'm benching, when I'm doing anything, just go through it, and it's gonna come out on the other side just sharper than what I was before.
And how cool is it to see him become a father the other day?
Oh, it's amazing because, like, I mean, I'm married myself, and just to see other relationships bring another life into this world is very inspiring to myself. And he just preaches all the time that he just loves us, and as if we were his kids. So, and that's I'm pretty sure he loves his kid just the same as he loves us, and even more. So, just love that for him.
It seems like in practice you guys are working on eliminating any wasted movement. How are you going to see those drills translate over a game day?
Just with our hands. I mean, if you get separation with somebody, I mean, you have the right to look over your hands to try to peek into your gap to see if the ball's going to be there. So just movement like that is just going to be perfect for us.
What are your thoughts on Jervez more so far, and just what he brings to the team?
He's so athletic. He's so bendy. He brings a lot of energy to the team that what we need. So he's just always there, always ready just to go. So.
And are there any goals for the group in general in terms of sacks or anything like that?
Just be the best we can. That's our only goal.
With 10 days until kickoff, when does your mindset change from feeling things out, getting comfortable, to game mode, game environment at practice?
I think it's game mode right now. Every practice, we we practice every play like it's a game. So we have to just make sure that we just are there just in every moment, just envisioning, like, if the guard's pulling, if the center's coming at me on a base block with the center pull, like, just envisioning those things. Like, it's every day for me and for everyone.
Since Jermaine went
This
down,
should be good.
how have you seen the defensive line kind of adapt since he got hurt?
Next man up. That's all. I mean, honestly, we take care of each other. We make sure that we all on the same page. You know, losing Jermaine, that's a big key in our role. But I mean, everything is next man up. We can't just sit down there and be sad at the moment. But at the moment we're sad, but at the end of the day, we still go on. You know, we still check up on him. We make sure he's straight and everything. But at the end of the day, we got to be focused on the next man up.
How have you seen guys like Omar step up since he got hurt? And what have you kind of seen from him since he's kind of had to step into a bigger
He's
role?
mature. He's matured a lot. You know, he's getting better every day. He's constantly growing. Me and him always talk about what's going on. How should we beat this block? How should we run this scheme? You know, so everything is just knowing a little bit more and more every day with him.
And what has it meant for you? And how have you had to kind of adapt since that happened?
It helped me grow. You know, honestly, I look up to Jermaine. Jermaine is a dominant force. You know, I pray that he can have a speedy recovery, and hopefully we can get him back for the season and make this run for the national championship. You see, I said national championship instead of Rose Bowl, but nah, I just mean we want to do big things, you know. And honestly, me being one of the seniors, I have to be a leader as well, you know. And I take some stuff that Jermaine did and I try to add it to my game and also add it to my mindset as well.
You're kind of one of the older guys up there too. Do you kind of look at it as a responsibility too?
All you gotta do is just be humble. You know, I learned from Tayshawn Small, Ranier Rand, George Lee, Ro Wilkins, all those guys, and Jalen Bates and Darius Slade. And now I'm in that role now, so it's like everybody's looking up to me. So my main focus is to, you know, uplift everybody as much.
Michael talked about bridging the gap between the ones and twos. Do you feel like you guys are as a more total as a unit, or is there still kind of that divide between the first and second? Or
honestly, there's no ones. Everybody's a one in that room. You know, from the twos that think they're twos, no, they're ones actually, because at the end of the day, anything can happen. You know, I can go down, knock on wood, but I want to make sure everybody know that, like, everybody's a one. You know, even the scout team guys, they are still ones. You know, as a leader, you know, you want to help them out and guide them, but at the same time, everybody's a one. There's no backups. It's none of this. It's still ones.
What does Coach Joe Connolly bring to this team?
He brings a lot of energy. He's on 10 from the time he get in here to the time he leave. So I mean, he brings the juice, and he wants everybody to match that or even top it. You know. So I mean, dealing with him in the summer and dealing with him now is just you adapt to his culture.
And how does he, you know, just like help you from the time you get to ASU to, you know, now?
Coach Joe, he came my sophomore year, and he helped me with my mindset. You know, honestly, with one rep, you know, you can, like, I was the youngest in the D-line group, and I was trying to match the older guys now, and I was just looking at how he take one rep. You got one more left. You know, you don't think so, but you do got one more left. So it's just a mindset with him, and everything's a mindset.
And how cool is it to see him become a father the other day?
It's a blessing, you know. If you, like, just sit down and listen to his story about that. You know, he told us a story about it, and I really don't want to say it. I want him to say it because it's better from him than us. But I mean, it's a blessing for him and his wife.
What's it been like to work with Coach Rod? How has he kind of impacted what you've been doing?
Every day is a improvement. You know, I remember when he came in, I couldn't really adapt to his philosophy of pass rush. Now I'm slowly getting to that point of learning what he's wanting, and I mean it's slowly getting better. You know, I feel like my game is getting way better with Coach Rod, but I mean the credit is to him. Everything that we accomplished from this D-line is from him. Everything that Jermaine done, Jermaine always said he thanks Coach Rod. So I mean, Coach Rod is a hell of a coach. I wish you know, hey, just get your popcorns ready for this year. That's all I can say.
So what are your guys' goals for this year? Do you guys have any, statistic goals that you guys want to hit sacks-wise? Or what have you guys thought about?
Just have fun. We want to have fun. We want to dominate. We want to be the best in the nation. That's our thing. That's our goal. But at the same time, we want to be better teammates towards each other. It's when one gets a sack, all of us get a sack. We make a big play, everybody make a big play. So it's just not being selfish. It's more so being together as a unit. And that's one thing he's trying to teach us in that room right now.
With Garen and BJ being the young guys in the group, how have they been progressing over these past couple weeks?
BJ is like he's like a little, I don't know how to explain. He's just wild, and but he's very physical. Garen is still slowly coming into his element. I mean, he's learning, but at the end of the day, he's getting better and better each day. And those two, they make us better every time.
You talked about learning what Coach Rodriguez wants. What specifically does he want from you guys?
Just working out pass rush moves, getting on edges, making sure we finishing reps instead of just playing around with guys. So I mean, honestly, our first thing is just to be on edges, make our plays, make our moves, and get to the quarterback. That's one thing that he wants us to do. He wants us to have parties. That's like everybody say, party. Like down there, the pocket should never be clean. It should be always like how Cam Newton is all the time, running out the pocket and going all around.
And what are your thoughts on Jervez Moore?
That's my brother, my Louisiana guy. I'm happy he's here. He brings a different energy, and everybody loves it. But I mean, he's gonna grow. I mean, he's growing every day with us.
What's the best year to you?
Ooh. The Chicago Bulls had their last dance. I got my last dance. So, I mean, honestly, I just want to have fun. I want to have fun, win games. I see my guys, my family at LSU, they hold a title like that. I want to do the same thing. Rose Bowl, national championship, I want to do that. So that's my goals for this year, and have fun, man. To bring something to Arizona that never been done.